If I don't talk about National Coming Out Day, I will feel terrible about that decision and I'll be thinking about it all day anyway. So I want to talk about it. I, as you know, have come out publicly plenty of times, meaning I told people that I was sexually interested in being with guys and romantically interested in other guys. But I never really did the inner coming out work of like seeing my own internalized homophobia and shame and how much I hated being gay and hated this part of myself. And I stayed very in touch with that. Well, that hate was alive inside me for a long time and I didn't even realize it. And then I spent a lot of time over these past years, even since I came out publicly, I continued to spend a lot of time on the internet, on webcam, basically websites where you find another person on webcams and you masturbate together, or talk together, or both, or connect, or learn about each other's lives, and can be naked and can be totally nude and masturbate and do whatever you want together. And it's kept me very in touch and very connected. This part of my life, which is a big part of my life, has kept me really connected to the closet. And basically what I mean by the closet is people are doing homosexual things all the time, and people are thinking homosexual thoughts all the time. But coming out is about telling the truth about those desires, thoughts, feelings, experiences in the body, the subjective lived experience. For example, getting an erection, getting a boner when you're with another guy or thinking about another guy. You know, those experiences are part of what coming out is about telling the truth about those subjective lived experiences in your body and in your mind. That's what coming out really is, telling the truth. And I do talk about it in those sexual terms because for most people, the way that they come to realize that that their orientation is homosexual, that they're gay, or whatever they are that they realize about themselves comes from their lived somatic experience, which is physical, which is boners or wetness or hardness or whatever signs the body gives a person about how they feel. A beating heart, redness, flushed cheeks, sweating, whatever the body helps you connect with your mind and know the way your soul, the way that you're born to be. And coming out is getting those things in alignment and telling the truth about them, at least to oneself, which is what I did not do in my own journey, and I really recommend to people, is to tell themselves the truth fully and come to terms with it and start working on coming to a place of pride instead of shame about whatever they're telling themselves the truth about before they tell other people, though it can all work together, just the idea of increasingly telling the truth. And so it can be so scary. It can be so scary, so scary for people today. It was so scary for me in the past, and even today I'm overcoming a lot of fear by taking the time and just by doing this. And I'm very afraid of what people will think or say because of my past behavior and ways I've acted and things I've done and videos I've made or things I've wrote or things I've written. And it's a very scary day for some people. And if it's a scary day for you, I want to say that I support you and I know how scary it can be. And you have at least this one person and probably many other people who believe that you are beautiful as you are, and if you are scared, it is okay. Truly, there's nothing wrong with you. Whatever it is that you need to tell the truth about to yourself and others is already happening inside you, in your mind, in your body. It's already happening. So what we're talking about is really conscious awareness and being able to see what is and feel what is in our bodies and in our minds. Whatever this is about, it doesn't have to be homosexuality. It doesn't have to be your gayness or your sexuality at all. It could be something totally other about which you continue to keep a secret from yourself and others. We have to end the mendacity. Coming out of the closet is about ending mendacity, being done with lying in ourselves and with others. It is scary to tell the truth about something that has a lot of stigma or shame attached to it. We worry what other people will think or what we will think of ourselves, that we think there's something wrong with us for liking what we like or being turned on by what turns us on or doing what we like to do when we get horny. And that keeps us lying. And lying keeps us in shame and these awful feelings cycle and cycle. And like I was saying, I have so much experience on the online masturbation world that has kept me where so many of the people are closeted in various ways. And I just know how alive and well the closet is here in America. So maybe people would see this and say, why is he even saying this? Nobody needs to hear this. Like, everyone can come out and it's fine. And why does he think he should even be the one talking about it? And it's like, because I know I'm telling the truth. I'm coming out about what I know. Like, I have hundreds of online jerk-off buddies, hundreds, and some of them are my close friends, some of them. And that's my, like, deeper coming out. And it's from those experiences in that part of my life, this, like, sort of secret community subculture where there are so many of us just seeking ways, like I did for many years, and it's that place that's helped me and helped many people to explore feeling what it's like to be really out and sharing what you really like and trying things that you really like or figuring out what that is and not worrying that you have to keep it a secret from those people or be ashamed with those people. But there is so much shame. People won't show their faces, won't say their real names. And it's happening, and they're in America, and they're everywhere in the world, and they're us, they're you. It might be you, like it might be your neighbor. It's definitely people in the Senate and Congress who are lying and have a ton of power. And that's a really bad thing when people, if coming out is about telling the truth, then people who are not coming out are lying. And people who are lying and in power are dangerous. That's dangerous to have people who are lying and have a lot of power. And people who are lying to themselves about their sexuality or whatever they're lying to themselves about and splitting and dissociating, as I did for so long, are dangerous because they act crazy. They act kooky towards other people because their whole life is driven by serving their secret, by keeping their secret a secret. And that leads to a very unhealthy psyche, soul, neshama, individual, person, whatever you want to call it. And a bunch of people like that in a society leads to a really unhealthy society. So to me, National Coming Out Day should be a really, 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 really serious day for all of us, every single person here. Because it is time for us to have a national coming out where everyone is really telling the truth about what is in their mind and in their body. We do not have to keep lying. Generally, this is in many cases about sexuality and particularly about masturbation and particularly about homosexuality and anal sex and gayness. There is a huge closet around this and trans issues for sure. But there are many other closets around other issues. If we could end just the closet of men who are lying about their own homosexuality, their own gayness, whatever word you want to use there, I don't want to get lost in the words, but the more if we could just end that closet alone, the closet around male sexuality, which permeates American culture. I mean, it is rampant. Then we could heal a lot of things with just opening the doors to that closet alone. But there are many other closets. So if you are thinking today, gosh, there is something that I'm not really being honest with myself about, or there is that thing that keeps itching at me that I'm not really letting myself feel fully and look at fully, and where there is that thing that I haven't been telling other people that I really could and should, but I'm worried what they're going to say if I do. That's the very thing you need to be coming out about. Now, if it's dangerous for you, for your body, or in any way it's dangerous for you physically or in any way to come out, I'm not advising you to come out. I'm not telling any person to do anything. But if you want and need to tell the truth about something to yourself and to others, know that you're supported and there is support for you, and you could contact me directly and I will help you or connect you to people who can help you. And You're not alone, and telling secrets about stigmatized things is or unsecreting things that have a lot of constructed societal stigma and shame attached to them is hard, because that's what stigma and shame does to us. It makes us afraid. But you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Your inner peace is a lot better. You are more well and balanced and feeling good when you are telling the truth, when your thoughts and your speech and your actions and what's in your body and what you do are in alignment. My mind, my speech, my actions are in alignment. I'm aligned. I'm telling the truth about everything. What I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm doing and feeling are in alignment, and I feel so much healthier, so much more well, so much better. And that's what coming out is about. Like, if I individually can tell more of the truth and get into more alignment between my thoughts and my speech and my actions, telling the truth at all moments to myself and others, and if everyone else around me is doing that, then by definition, I'm living in a more truth-telling, honest society. And right now, our society is really messed up. Excuse me. Our society is in a really unwell moment around mendacity, because the leaders of the world are literally telling lies that don't add up, that aren't true, and telling us we should believe them as true. So for those of us who are struggling with coming out and telling the truth about what is true, it can be an extra mind-fucking thing because of what's going on with the president and the world, and a lot of lying. And senators who lie specifically about homosexuality, their own. We must do our part for our own mental wellness and well-being and spiritual wellness and tell the truth. We must come out. Harvey Milk talked about working until every closet door was open. And the closet doors are not all open. The closet is alive and well. I can go on Grindr right now in West Hollywood, in Los Angeles. I'm not in West Hollywood, but I can go on Grindr in Los Angeles, and I can show you right now someone walking distance who is completely in the closet, either from themselves, dissociated from how gay their actual life is, or from everybody else, keeping it a secret. Probably both. We have to support each other so that we can all tell the truth more and come out of the closet more. As long as we make it safer for each other and ourselves to come out of the closet, we'll have more coming out of the closet. We have to let people know that it's safe to share what they love, what turns them on, what makes them horny, what's going on in their minds, in their bodies, to share their true feelings and their true doubts and their true skepticisms and their true questions. It's all part of a greater awakening of consciousness, and this is only part of it, but it's certainly a core part, because our dishonesty around sexuality in this culture is profound, and it is hurting us individually and societally. So again, if you have something to come out about, know that you are supported, and that a lot of us are trying to create a society where people can really tell the truth about whatever they need to tell the truth about, and not be afraid that people will not accept them, or that they will not be able to live as a happy, full, well person if this secret is known. I promise you, I at least can promise for myself that I can receive a truth from you, and I will not judge or reject you. I just want you to know that you can tell the full truth with me. And more of us who can make that promise and make that pledge to ourselves and others will have more coming out, and a more out about everything well society. So I hope you'll join me. I'm coming out. I'm Lee Epstein. I'm gay. I'm queer. And I am out of the closet. I tell the truth. I live without secrets. And I masturbate. Thanks for watching. I love you.